Hello, it's Fellonius. Yes, I'm going to yap about shoes. Strange, right? Well, Mary Jane is a very common girl's name as well. Well, you know it mostly from Spider-Man, I suppose. And I really don't like Mary Jane in Spider-Man. Can't really... Is it Mary Jane Watson or something? Oh, never mind. And Mary is a usual girl's name in Sweden called Marie, but Jane, we don't have any more Swedish version of the word Jane. Now, how come I'm talking about ladies' shoes? Well, first of all, I didn't even know they existed. This is how it went. I played Pokemon X and Y. In X I play a boy, and in Y I played a girl, mainly because I wanted to see if there was any differences at all. There wasn't. Except for one thing, of course. You can clothe these two characters in some shops. And since, well, most of that you get a lot of money and stuff, you could do that. And one thing I noticed when I went into the girls' shop was there was some shoes called Mary Janes. I went ballistic. What the is going on? Does the Pokemon game owner suddenly make some sort of trademark? Are they making advertise for a shoe mark? I was really upset, because that's something that I really don't like. Sneak advertising. I really wanted to stop that. So here I am going to learn about this. Oh dear. Mary Jane's was a common shoe. It's rather flat, and it's a bit squarish in the toes, and there's always some sort of what you call them, some sort of strap over the high end of the foot. So it was black, and it first appears as a name, Mary Jane's, when from a comic, an American comic called Buster Brown. There was a lady, or shall I say a young girl, called Mary Jane, who also wore those type of shoes. Later, Buster Brown became a trademark for shoemaking, and they had those Mary Janes as a sort of shoe. It's like loafers or slippers, or it's not a trademark in such. It's just a way of describing a type of shoe. I have learned that the shoe can have a heel, it can have two straps, it can have any color at all, it can even be a plateau, you know. And somewhere when I read about this, there was some sort of notion of, wait a minute, I know someone who uses this type of shoe. And yes, I finally got it. My son's ex-girlfriend's mother have some troubles with her feet. I'm not totally sure, but her feet isn't working 100%. And she needs some practical, comfortable shoes. Now I say we all need that. In Sweden we always talk about you are keeping yourself 1/3 of your life in your bed, so your bed is very important. Well, how about your feet? You are 1/3 of your life you're on your feet in your shoes. I say it's more important what you wear on your feet than what you lay in, because I can sleep everywhere, so probably it's that fault. So for me, practical shoes, comfortable shoes is very, very important, and has always been. I'm not totally sure if this is some sort of social disorder something, but I am very careful when I buy my new shoes. This lady also needed comfortable shoes, and she is usually wearing a type of Mary Janes, and she says they're very comfortable. And I thought, well, this is strange. How come I've never heard of them before? But then I said to myself, of course, it's easy. They are not popular anymore, of course. That's why. It's all Converse and sneakers and stuff. So everyone is using that. So of course not. That's why. Yeah, I wish. Lately, or should I say since last year, I've noticed a lot of versions of comfortable, practical Mary Jane versions. People are using them all over the place. Now I can recognize them. So for me, it's practical woman, practical person, whatever. And I say to myself, how nice. Suddenly I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, a good person who is thinking about their feet. I'm not totally sure about that, but that's how I want to think. So suddenly, from playing Pokemon, I now know people using nice shoes. It was not what I intended from the beginning. I thought, well, back in 30s, boys and girls used Mary Janes. Thanks for listening. Bye.